Hey folks, Landstryder here, and you're watching episode 19 in season 3 of my Nightmare series. I'm in the Crash Landing mod pack. This pack's by Iskandar and is available on the Feed a Beast launcher. So, as I was saying kind of at the end of the last episode, I was going to put in a system to move the mobs around so that I would be able to easily collect all the materials. And you might be able to tell from the radar that that is in fact in place now. They're gathering back there. You can see this is the chest where the materials end up. I kind of got to be careful. Yeah, that's why. Arrows. Yeah, so I put that little hole there just so I would be able to clean up the couple that remain at the after the sun comes up. So let me see if I can't show you what I did here. You may have also noticed on my when I first started there that I had some nice shiny red plastic boots. Those allow me to walk on the conveyor belts without being caught by those conveyor belts and then being pulled along. Uh-oh. One of the skeletons must have shot one of the creepers. So if we look down there, we can see the conveyor belt runs all along the side. It basically goes all the way around, and it pushes all of the mobs that end up in that trench, pushes them all the way around to that backside where there's a hopper, and, well, actually there's two hoppers there and a chest in order to collect the stuff. So it's just the easy way for me to do it. I need the hoppers again later on. I'll probably eventually change that around a bit, but for now it is working quite well. They're all killing each other out there right now, so more mobs will spawn. So that's what I did for that. I added a little more dirt, of course. I don't know how much more. I haven't had a ton of dirt because I haven't been doing the tree farming a lot between episodes, but I did add these two trees, a banana tree and a coconut tree over here, kind of by my little water pool. I'm going to change out some of this cobblestone in this general vicinity for sand. It's going to be my little beachy area. I might plant another tropical tree or two in this general area. Not sure if I'm going to trim these up or not. A lot of times I like to trim these down to a smaller thing, get rid of some of the extra leaves, but I think I'll leave them like that for now. Something else I did between episodes is I started converting this wall back here into bricks or some, more solid blocks that weren't dust, because I want to get the dust to sift, and I don't want it to fall down if I decide to like build out to the edge of the wall underneath and underground. Um, and I like the look of it. So, but I wanted to get the viewer's opinion on this, so I've got three different types of blocks, potential blocks here for the walls. There's these small bricks for the exterior walls. There's the tiles, the large tiles, and then the other one was this large cobblestone, solid cobblestone, kind of looks like concrete. So those are my three ideas. And then the actual fourth option would be the same large bricks that I used in the basement down here. So in the comments, if you have an opinion, feel free to leave it. Go ahead and let me know what you think I should use out of those four options there. The large bricks, the small bricks, the tiles, or the concrete looking stuff. So while I'm down here, I can go ahead and show you the upgrade I made to my pneumatic craft system down here. So now you can see that I moved my UV light box. It's sitting right on top of the inventory manager. The inventory manager can connect to any box that's adjacent to it or any inventory that's adjacent to it, no problem. So if we look in here real quick, you see I've added an extra program string and changed a few of these around. So now when I have empty PCBs in here, it will put an empty PCB in here. And then it'll wait for it to get fully exposed, and then it'll put it in the acid. And once it's done in the acid, it'll go ahead and put it back in the box. So it's now a fully automated system now. So if we look real quick at the program, all I had to do was change this one to, in fact, target the light box. This is the one that outputs, where's it go? Oh wait, no, sorry, most of that's all in here. This is the one that deals with the empty PCB with the 100% chance. This is the one that takes it out of the box, takes it out of the UV light box. It is important to note that the down does not work with the UV light box. You have to use the upside. I didn't go ahead and disable the down, but you must use the upside to interact with the UV light box. With the s3e's Factory Manager, the downside does not do anything. So yeah, that's that one. And then over here is the one that I added to actually put the unetched or the unexposed PCBs into the light box. And again, what does it? Oh, well, that's I'm targeting the chest in this particular function. Now down here where it puts the box, where it puts it into the UV light box, there we go. It's targeting the UV light box. Again, you have to use the upside when you do that. The actual sides, north, south, east, and west, may also work. I did not test those, but the downside did not work. I had to switch it to the upside. That was just the next one I tried, and then it immediately started working. So I'm like, oh, well, that's good enough. No point in fixing something that's not broke. So yeah, now it goes ahead and just auto crafts unassembled PCBs pretty much continuously. It's still pretty slow because, as you can see, I don't have any upgrades in my UV light box, so it's really slow to get up to that 100%, which is fine because I can just leave it now. And something else I did, you might notice on this side, I've got an attachment of the item duct that comes directly from that output on the bottom of the pressure chamber. Go ahead and turn that off. Comes directly from the output of the pressure chamber, and it is whitelisted to only accept those empty PCBs as those come out. Something I plan on doing here in the future after I make a few of the other components, the capacitors and the transistors. Okay, there you see it took the UV or the empty PCB that got fully exposed and went ahead and put it into the acid, and eventually that's going to end up back in that box as an unassembled PCB board. Then I also want to whitelist the transistors and capacitors to come over to this chest, and I can finish off the s3e's Factory Manager. See, I've got one more output on this flow control. So what I was thinking about doing was adding one more string that would go ahead and craft the circuit boards once I have all the parts in there. So it will just automatically churn out the parts, the printed circuit boards, which I'm going to need a lot of, lots and lots and lots of printed circuit boards going forward to make all the various technological things that I want to build. So yeah, and I'm going to totally automate that system down there, and it's just going to be kind of like a throw the materials into the pressure thing and let them do their thing, and then once that's ready to go, I probably will also eventually get rid of this whole lever thing here real soon and set that exporting or the what's that called? The the interface on the bottom. You can actually set item filters for just the interface itself, so that it will only pull out the items once they're actually ready to be pulled out. So it'll only pull out transistors, capacitors, and empty PCB boards. So that will then it'll be kind of like a set it and forget it. I'll just come down here, throw the raw materials into this chest, and I know that they will eventually be made into circuit boards for me to use in other stuff. So that's about as much as I can say on that subject. So let me just grab some kind of food here real quick to fill up my food bar. I notice it's getting kind of low there. And I need to get water. As always. Always getting water. Now I want to get my water situation a lot more under control. So one of the things I'm going to want to do is build some stuff for that. So what might actually help me out is if I go ahead and get this quest, this ramping up quest, go ahead and complete that, because that Reactant Dynamo could actually help me a lot doing some automated lumberjacking if I use it to power a harvester instead of the grinder that maybe the quest suggests that you use for it. So Let's look in here. I have a printed circuit board. What else am I going to need to do the Reactant Dynamo? Reactant Dynamo, right here it is. So I'm going to need the PRC thingy here, which I should be able to get with some plastic sheets. Let's see, I should have some plastic in here. I'm going to need a bunch of plastic sheets, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a bunch. And some redstone. I should have, yeah, a bunch of redstone right there. And if I go ahead and see where to go, there it is. Need one of these guys. There we go, one of those guys. Then I'm going to need some bronze and some Tinker's Alloy Gears, which is more bronze and iron. Okay, so I need bronze. I don't know if I have the easy recipe in here. There's bronze and tin. Is there forestry? Is there? No, there's not forestry. So what I'm going to have to do is mix some of these up. Probably should throw a crafting table down out here. And something else I kind of would like to do is move out all these tables out there by the smelter. Because running back and forth gets a little old. So I'm going to need three copper. I'm just going to go ahead and get 6 total. Whoops, one more than I needed. Going to give me, okay, good, that stacks. So there's 6 copper. And then 2 tin. And I'm doing these in blocks because I want to fit them all in the smelter really easy, because I don't need to put them up there. Don't need to fire that up. I can just toss them in here and let that go. I want to turn this off because I want, when these melt down, I want them to wait until they mix into an alloy. So I don't want them to pour out until they're ready to come out of there as bronze. Something I think one of the viewers mentioned and noticed like a while back is that I never actually totally finished this lava system up. I'm going to get to that today too, I think. You can see that I got a barrel of lava here and a little bit of lava in here. It's definitely not full. The problem is right now I'm having to feed this by hand. Cobblestone, when I have cobblestone, which I have one piece of cobblestone right there. So yeah, if I come up here on top and I want to show you that I did in fact actually go back and wrench this and put a lever there. It's kind of nice when you put a cover on it, then you actually put a lever straight on it, so that changes that. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that back. Actually, I want that, bring that back up. I want that one up there, like that. There we go. Just so no fire forms on top of there. Because of the blazing pyrethrum underneath. And you see, yep, it took that little bit of cobblestone, turned it into lava, and set it down that way now. So that is pretty much working, but it's not ideal because I'm not auto-feeding any cobblestone into this right now. There's a couple ways I could do that. Hoppers really won't work. I've tried a hopper before. I haven't tried a hopper really recently, but I have tried it since the 1.1.1 pack update. I'm not sure when they stopped working. I could swear that I've used hoppers to feed those in other maps, in Agrarian Skies maps, but they apparently don't work in this pack. I don't know what the issue is, if they just changed it. If one of the mods changed, it would be the Xnilo mod, maybe it changed or something. Or anyway, hoppers don't work. You can use item ducts, which, I'm trying to avoid item ducts. But the thing that I really would like to use is the igneous extruder, and we're going to get to that here in a little bit. But first, I want to make my reactant dynamo. So I should have some bronze in here now. Yes, I have a whole bunch of bronze now. That should be enough bronze for a while. Something else I'm going to want to need to do is get a bunch of plastic to go ahead and make all of the components I need to make the rest of the circuit boards and stuff. So if I go ahead and get a whole bunch of this lightning plastic, that's going to make the capacitors. Oh, dang it, and I made grass. I don't want to make grass. Oh, I made a lot of, made a mess. There we go. Let's clean that up. I'm going to need a whole bunch of the black plastic as well to make the transistors. I need them pretty much in equal parts, and about 3 times as much as I need the creeper plastic, which creeper plastic is used to make the blank PCB, or the empty PCB boards. So what is that? That's 24. That's a divisible by 3 number. I always like to keep it divisible. Oops, I should let that one go off. So yeah, this is a lot easier than what I was doing on another map where I only had a 1 square tile. Or if I have like a strip, this little 3x3 pool, it works out pretty nice for farming these black plastic. A lot of times it'll end up replanting itself. You can just keep bone mealing them. Yeah. Oh, out of bone meal. Let me pick up these ones that I got. And I have there 25. Oh, throw one more back. Throw one back. Now I got the same amount. Equal amounts there. Good. And the other thing I'm going to need is a bunch of iron. I need so 24, 24. I need like 48 iron. Oh, I don't even think I have that much iron down here. I don't. Maybe I have that much iron combined with the other iron I have over in the crafting chest. So, what I do have is a bunch of bronze now in here somewhere. Yes, there you go, bronze. That's going to let me get that Reactant Dynamo made at least, I hope. So, oh, shoot, I should have grabbed some silver. I don't think I have silver over here. Yeah, the back and forth stuff, it does kind of suck. And eventually I will have some kind of system where I don't have to worry about that. Probably like a ME system where I have my storage in different terminals in different locations and stuff. And then everything's stored either digitally or centrally or something like that, where I don't have to worry about running around all over the place looking for the particular item that I need to craft the next thing I need. So let's get some of these. I need 2 of those. I think that's it, right? That's it. That's all I need. No? What is Tinkers? No, I got that stuff. What am I? Oh, because the circuit boards don't stack, so you can't shift click those in. So you have to put the stuff in manually. And there we go. Reactant Dynamo. Alright. The other thing it wants me to make for the quest is a grinder. I eventually will use that grinder somewhere, but I don't need to use it just yet. Grinder. Let's see what that's going to take. It's probably going to take some Invar, yep, 10 gears, some books. Not sure what the books are needed for a grinder. Anyway, 10 gears, so I need some tin. I think I need some Invar. Jump back in here. Start with the sword. Actually, I need some sticks first. Sword, make the sticks. You know what else I'm going to need is I'm actually going to need the capacitors and more circuit boards. So let's see if I do I have some iron in here. I do have a little bit of iron in here. I think I'm going to have to half the recipes there. If I get 24 iron. I'm going to remember to throw my log in first. That's going to jam up that lower uh, panel thing. I keep forgetting what that's called. Chamber interface. That's gonna jam up that lower interface temporarily until it's ready to make the stuff that I want to make with it. Then I'm going to throw in 24 iron, 12 squid plants, 12 lightning plants. I'm going to need again 24 redstone. Then that should all craft into the different parts. You know what I really need though in there? I need an item life upgrade. So let me see if I have the apples to do that. I should have some apples up here. I do. I have plenty of apples. But I need some gold. Hopefully I can get it in there real quick. I'm gonna need a little bit of gold. Probably can drop a few things off in here. Drop that off in there. At least one thing. Yeah, actually two things. Don't need that hammer right now either. Or this item duct. There we go. Let's see if we can't get that item life upgrade in there real quick because that's important. Item life upgrade, I need a clock. And I need some lapis. I should have lapis up here in the chest. See, always running around looking for items. It kind of slows you down getting advancing your stuff, you know. There we go. Machine upgrade for item life. So now when I put this in here in the upgrade slots, now no matter how long anything sits in there, it will never despawn inside of that chamber. So if I toss a bunch of stuff in there and I just totally forget about it, I can come back much later and I don't have to worry. It'll just yeah, it's gonna be a while for that stuff to all get in there. And if I didn't have that item life upgrade in there, it probably would despawn before some of the stuff would despawn before all the rest of the stuff even got in there to craft the components. So I'm gonna let that run for a bit while I see if I can't get the rest of the material or everything else ready to go for this. So I actually should have a no, somewhere maybe. Could swear that I got a machine frame for a quest reward. Maybe it's downstairs. We'll have to go look down there in a second. So I need to make this grinder though. So I'm going to go ahead and make the 10 gears. 10 gears. Oh, I did not need that many 10 gears. Whoops. I need to get some books. Redstone reception coil, I can do that. The books are actually not all that hard. So I got a bunch of string over here. What I can do is just make a whole bunch of blank patterns, use some string, and you know what I don't have? I don't think I have any sugarcane, because I haven't sifted any sand yet, so that's going to be a major holdup. No, I don't have any sugarcane at all. Well, shucks. Let me see if I stuck that. No? I wonder what I did with that machine frame. Did I craft something with it? I don't remember crafting anything with it. No. Did I put it... it's gotta be here somewhere, right? Well, it's not gonna do me much good without the books anyway. No, no, not in there, not in there. Oh, it's gotta be in here somewhere. Maybe I didn't complete that quest line here, or maybe I'm just thinking of a different playthrough. I didn't get the machine frame yet. I don't know. Could have swore I did though. Somewhere here. No. No. No, no, no. Okay. Maybe it was under the under pressure stuff? Oh, well look there. I've got a quest I can turn in. I didn't even realize it, so I'm going to get some plastic sheets and a printed circuit board. That's kind of nice. That's very nice. So yeah, we'll just add those into the stuff that I have. Okay, I'm kind of at a loss right now. I need to get paper to complete that other thing that I want to do, so maybe I will work on something else real quick. Well, I need a pulverizer. Just because I don't want to have to make a whole bunch of sand by hand. So how hard would that be? Machine frame, which I don't have. What am I missing? Glass for that? Oops. Oh yeah, this is another one that you can't shift click in because, well, actually I can make this part first. There we go. Then, nope, nope, nope. This is what I want. There you go. Shadow that in so I can see where to put the parts. Like that, that. And I am missing Electrum. So let me go get the Electrum out of the outside chest again. Do I not have Electrum? It appears that I do not have Electrum ready to go. So, again, I need to make some alloy in here. I'm going to go ahead and put 6 silver in there and 6 gold. I'm going to hold off on the expelling stuff. And if we look over here, we see that, one, we can see that I'm starving. I need to go get some food. Just a quick fix, I'm going to just grab a bunch of food out of the garden and just munch it. It's just a quick fix, so I don't have to do food crafting right this second. I got lots of ripe stuff out here. Ended up picking something out. There we go, blackberries. And while I'm right here by this chest, this is a chest I've been storing all my fruit trees in that I've been getting when I bone meal the grass. So I'll just toss those in there. Maybe give myself a couple extra slots of space. So waiting on the Electrum. It should be ready to go by now. It melts real fast. Yep, there it is. Molten Electrum. So I'll go ahead and pour that out and get the 2 ingots of that I need, and then I can go ahead and finish up this machine frame and build a pulverizer. What I'll probably do is just use the power cell right there as a temporary power source for this pulverizer just to get some sand going. There we go. Pulverizer. What else do I need? A piston. Oh gosh, look at all this stuff in my inventory. It's overflowing with junk again. So I don't need the string in this right now. What else do I not need right this moment? This piece of random dust, this chest. Trying to clear a few things from my inventory. Lapis. And then I need some flint. And I need to make a piston, which is the cobblestone, wood, of course, and the redstone iron I have in my inventory already, so there we go. Piston. Another redstone reception coil. Actually, I already made that part. Copper. Do I have copper in my inventory? I have bronze, not copper. Back out here to get some copper. I think half this episode is going to be me walking back and forth between all these crates, or all these chests that I have just to grab stuff. Let's try this one more time. There we go. And I'm running out of water. I got a pulverizer though. Fill up my water. And then I can be about my business again. Okay. So, I'm going to borrow this from the fluid transposer temporarily. There we go. And, gosh, it doesn't really matter where I set this up at, I don't think. But maybe if I just... I intend to have it down here eventually. Like in this general area. So I'm going to have like a... Yeah, pulverizer right here is probably where it's going to be. Pulverizer, barrel, pulverizer, barrel, pulverizer. Something like that. No, maybe I think I only need 2 pulverizers for the system I want to build. Uh, anyway. Where'd it go? Did I accidentally stick it in there? That would be bad. Oh, need to break that. Which I probably didn't need to break it, but... and then set it to output to bottom. It should start filling us up. Yes, and then toss some cobblestone in here. Because what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go ahead and sift a whole bunch of sand. Let's check on how this is doing, by the way. It's doing. Getting there. It's made a few more of the unassembleds. And this has got some circuit stuff in there. Let's see if it's put everything in there. It's processed everything, so go ahead and turn that on. And those should start coming out here in a second. Now right now this is the only destination they can go to, but I'm going to change it so that these end up actually going to the other box here in a second. Transistors, now I'm just going to wait for the capacitors to come out of there. There's capacitors. So I actually want these transistors and capacitors to end up over here in this box. Since I don't think I'm going to get everything I wanted to get done this episode by any means, so I might as well show you what I'm going to do to auto-craft these parts. Let me just kind of nudge, well, I'm not even going to worry about nudging that stuff over anymore. What I am going to do is just move these lines so that when I put another one on this flow control. So okay, so this one's going to have an input. It's going to have an output. But it's going to do something else too. It's going to have a crafter. So there we go, crafter. So the output that I want to have is actually, it's going to be the chest. The output's going to go back into the chest. It's going to be down, activate, that's fine. And you want to make sure that you whitelist the item that you're actually trying to craft here. So if we look at circuit, this is the printed circuit board that I'm going to try to craft. So now, if I look under the crafting process, it takes a PCB, unassembled PCB, takes a transistor, 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 and then it also takes capacitors, capacitors, capacitor, and capacitor. And then once you actually have the recipe that you are looking to craft, it'll show up over here, right? So now we can say the excess inventory here, we're going to go .all so we can see that everything's attached. Everything that's attached to the system, we're going to use the chest as the excess inventory. We have to set that or it'll give an error. Back connect that to there. Now the input is going to be this chest, the same chest. Down again is fine for the side. And I'm going to whitelist a empty PCB, or a PCB, unassembled PCB, sorry. Unassembled PCB, and I'm going to right click that so I can get this menu. I'm going to say specify amount 1. Then I'm going to go, oh, sorry, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to say transistors, I'm going to right click it again, specify amount. This one actually I need 3 of. And then one more here. I need the capacitor. And again, 3 of. 3 of. Okay, so if I set this all up right, okay, let's look in here. I've got 12 capacitors in there, 12 transistors. This should make 4 unassembled circuits once I connect this to the flow control trigger here. There we go. If I look in here, look at that. There it goes. Just made me 4 printed circuit boards. Excellent. So now that's pretty much set up. All I got to do is throw the materials in there, come over here, and when they're ready, wait quite a while because this thing's relatively slow right now. Once I get some speed upgrades in it, this will be a little bit faster anyway. And then just wait a little bit, and I'll have printed circuit boards. So raw materials in there, grab my printed circuit boards over there. Anything else I want to make is going to end up in this box. Like if I just need some plastic for something or whatever, or more compressed iron. But I don't think I'm going to need a ton more of that stuff soon-ish. So anyway, there we go. Printed circuit boards, totally automated system down there. Hopefully I can get something else cool made today. It's not getting done what I wanted to do because I don't have the sugar. What else I should have done while I was down there is turn that. Should got a little bit of sand and probably a whole bunch of gravel in here now. Yes, so just gonna do that. Start getting more sand from that. Come on back up here. Maybe I can get the igneous extruder ready to go. Igneous extruder. How hard is that? That's not hard. I can do a machine frame now because I can do several of these. Oops. There we go. Printed circuit board things. There. Yeah. And I need to go back out and get some more. Did I just? No, I don't. I need to get some more of the electrum. There should be. Yeah, there's electrum. You see, the slimes I was talking about, I should clean up all of the slime plants from out here, so I don't have to deal with these guys in the courtyard all the time. They really wreck the garden. They untill all the land as they bounce around in the garden if they end up over there. That's why I have some untilled patches over here. So, yeah, bit of a pain in the butt, but let's just get some. I'm only able to make 3, I guess. Electrum, and then was it glass? There we go. One more. Nope, can't make one more, that's right. Out of electrum, for the most part. I have 3 left. I can make some more shears, which I should need to do if I can get the one of the other things I'd like to make, which is probably not going to happen this episode, unfortunately. I really wanted to get, even though I really wanted it to. Do I still have the stuff for pistons in my inventory? No. Cobblestone. Well, oh yes, because I threw the cobblestone I had in the pulverizer for sand. I'm going to get another stack of cobblestone. Easy enough. So yeah, now I should have everything, right? Yeah, I do. To go ahead and make a piston. What else? Should I already have tin, glass, a pneumatic? That should be everything, right? No. What am I missing now? Pneumatic. The tin. Oh, I need one more piece of tin. Because I accidentally made too many tin gears earlier when I made the tin gears. So there's tin. Let's try that again. Now, there we go. Igneous extruder. Now the nice thing about this is it will output directly into this stone barrel, the cobblestone that it makes. And yeah, I know I could use the whole what am I trying to say? I know I could definitely use the item transfer node method, probably. I think, maybe? I don't know. I'm not actually sure about that. I haven't tried that, so I don't know one way or the other, to be honest. It just, I like the igneous extruder thing sitting on top of it. It's just what I'm familiar with. So if I go ahead and put one bucket of water in there, and then I can, if I can just get that, can I get that out? I gotta jump down here and get it. Get that bucket of water that's in the, or bucket of lava that's in the barrel down there waiting for me. Go ahead and toss that in there, and you can see it goes to town right off the bat, starting to make cobblestone and injecting it directly into the barrel. So actually I'm going to set it up so that, yeah, there we go. It just kind of cleans up the look of the block if it doesn't have those circles on the sides, I think. But yeah, it's automatically ejecting directly into the crucible below, and it will keep, now it will keep the smeltery full. It'll keep this barrel back here full, this stone barrel back here completely full, and it will build up a bit of a supply. I think it's about 16 buckets actually it will hold of lava, or 16 blocks worth of obsidian, depending on how you want to look at it. And I'm getting low on food again, but there's at least one cool thing I got done today. And the Steve's Factory Manager, that was pretty, actually that's pretty freaking cool. I mean, come on, it totally crafts the unassembled or the circuit boards for me now. Like, hands off, hands free, you know? So, yeah, more Steve's Factory Manager tips today, I guess. That's the highlight. I'll go ahead and toss these pneumatic stuff down here. And I've got a couple machine frames that I can go ahead and use once I get those what am I looking for? Oh yeah, sugar cane. I cannot believe I don't have any sugar cane yet. It totally slipped my mind that I would need that for anything at this stage. But yes, I definitely do need some sugar cane. So there's some sand. I'm gonna go ahead and toss that in over here and hope. Actually, I'm gonna pull the dust out. Put the sand in. Check this, which is totally overflowing. Let's see how bad. Pretty bad. Pull out some other stuff out of here. Oh my gosh. Inventory issues all over the place. So, I think that's going to be pretty much it for today. Let's see if I can get some of this metal into here. Get it out of my inventory. Yeah, that should be better. And wood. I definitely need to have an inventory sorting system, get an ME system going sometime soon, I hope. Let me go back up here now, see if I can't get some more stuff out of that sifting system because it's way backed up. I imagine that it's, yeah, see, I need to process metals. I have a ton of iron. That's nice. That's good. That's really good. Pull this stuff out of there. Bone meal. Certus quartz. These are things I have barrels for, so I'm definitely going to pull those out. Coal, flint, redstone. Just take that someplace. There we go. Now it has a little bit of space to fit a few things in. And blaze powder I have a place for. Fish, I'm just going to pull those out for now. And yeah, I think between this episode next, I'm going to be just processing metals and sifting sand to get some of the things I need out of sand, particularly the sugar cane and an ancient spore. So yes, those are the two main things I really need to get out of the sand. I hope you liked my little oasis I got going on over here. This is going to look a lot better once I turn this all into sand around here, but I don't have that kind of sand right now. Any sand I get, I'm going to end up sifting. So, and I'm going to have to raid the garden again here in a moment. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed making it. I hope you find the Steve's Factory Manager tips highly useful because I'm having a ton of fun with that, and you're probably going to see a lot more of it coming down the pipeline. I have some other plans of things that I'm going to be doing with Steve's Factory Manager. Didn't get to do everything that I really set out to do this episode. Sorry about that, but gives me something to do next episode. So if you like this video, be sure and leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you found that you didn't like it or something you thought I could do better, go ahead and leave me a comment about that. But for now, I will catch you later.